I've been keeping and breeding red cherry shrimp for over 3 years. Along the way, I've gained valuable insights and knowledge through research, experimentation, and learning from fellow shrimp keepers. In this video, I'll share 15 essential tips to help you care for your shrimp with ease and confidence, saving you months or even years of trial and error. Let's dive right in. Tip number 1. Use a dark-colored substrate in your tank to help your red cherry shrimp showcase their vibrant red coloration. On lighter substrates, they may try to camouflage themselves by making themselves look pale to blend into their environment. A dark substrate not only highlights their colors, but also gives them a sense of security, allowing them to stay vivid and stress-free. Tip number 2. Before introducing any red cherry shrimp to your newly set up tank, let your tank sit for about a month to complete the nitrogen cycle. This period also allows biofilm to form, which is a natural food source crucial for shrimp. Without biofilm in a new tank, your shrimp may struggle to find enough to eat and could starve. If you'd like to learn more about biofilm, check out the video in the top right corner. Tip number 3. Don't overthink how many red cherry shrimp you can keep per gallon. Instead, focus on maintaining water quality as they multiply. While a good starting point is 5 shrimp per gallon, they reproduce quickly. In a well-established 5-gallon tank with proper filtration and plenty of plants, you can support a thriving colony of a few hundred with minimal bioload impact. Tip number 4. Stability is key for happy shrimp. Avoid making changes to the tank after adding your red cherry shrimp, like rearranging decorations or moving plants. These disturbances can stress them by altering water parameters or stirring up debris. Set up your aquascape completely before introducing your shrimp, and only intervene for maintenance. Tip number 5. Before introducing any red cherry shrimp to your tank, I highly recommend drip acclimating them for at least 3 hours. This gradual process helps them adjust to your water parameters, significantly reducing the risk of osmotic shock and stress. Over the years, I've found this method to be incredibly effective with a survival rate of around 99%. The rare 1% that didn't make it usually passed away before I even added them to the tank. If you're curious about how to drip acclimate your shrimp step by step, be sure to check out the video I've linked in the top right corner. Tip number 6. Want a colorful tank? You can mix red cherry shrimp with other Neocaridina shrimp varieties like blue dream or orange pumpkin shrimp. These mixed tanks are often called SKITTLE tanks because of their bright candy-like colors. However, be aware that interbreeding will eventually result in wild-type shrimp with greenish-brown coloration. Tip number 7. Red cherry shrimp are social creatures that thrive in groups. Keeping at least 10 or more in your tank helps them feel secure and encourages them to graze openly. If kept in smaller numbers, they may spend most of their time hiding instead of showing off their natural behaviors. This is especially true if you plan to keep your shrimp in a community tank. Tip number 8. When your red cherry shrimp molt, don't remove the exoskeleton from the tank. Instead, leave it there for them to snack on. It's packed with protein, which helps with their shell development. Tip number 9. When feeding your red cherry shrimp, less is more. Overfeeding can lead to excess waste and polluted water. Shrimp can also graze on biofilm, decaying plant matter, and other organic materials in the tank, so they don't need large amounts of supplemental food. It's best to remove uneaten food after 24 hours to maintain water quality. Tip number 10. 2 great foods to feed your red cherry shrimp while on vacation are catappa leaves and snowflakes. Catappa leaves are packed with essential nutrients and minerals that help keep your shrimp healthy and promote their growth. As the leaves break down, they create biofilm, a natural food source that shrimp love to nibble on. Snowflakes, which are made from soybean shells, are a fantastic growth medium for mycelia. They're loaded with proteins, amino acids, fats, and other nutrients that shrimp need. Plus, they won't pollute the water even if they're left in the tank for a while. Tip number 11. If breeding red cherry shrimp is your goal, aim for a 3-to-1 female-to-male ratio. Having too many males can stress the females, especially after molting when they release pheromones that attract males for mating. This ratio reduces the risk of overzealous males overwhelming the females, keeping them healthier and less stressed. Tip number 12. When it comes to sexing male and female red cherry shrimp, there are some easy ways to tell them apart. 1. Females are usually larger than males. 2. Females tend to have a deeper, more vibrant and opaque color than males. 3. Females have a rounder, larger underside that provides space for storing eggs and extra protection for developing ones. Males have a flatter, straighter belly since they don't need that space. 4. The second segment of the female's abdomen is rounded and sits on top of the first. Males have their segments side by side without overlap. 5. Female shrimp have a saddle, a collection of unfertilized eggs right behind their head. This can vary in color, like green, yellow, blue, and more. It's a sign of sexual maturity and only females show it. And finally, 6. The most obvious way to tell is if you spot eggs under a shrimp's abdomen, it's definitely a female. Tip number 13. Red cherry shrimp are available in different grades based on their red intensity and opacity. Higher grade shrimp have richer, more opaque red coloring with fewer translucent spots. Basically, just tell yourself, the redder, the better. Males are typically smaller and less colorful, so they may appear to belong to a lower grade than their female counterparts. Tip number 14. Maintain a tank temperature of 68 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 to 23.8 degrees Celsius for optimal breeding. Temperatures that are too cold can suppress breeding, while overly warm conditions may shorten shrimp lifespans and produce smaller offspring. A consistent temperature in the ideal range keeps your red cherry shrimp healthy and active. And finally, tip number 15. If you want to breed red cherry shrimp successfully, focus on these 7 essentials. 1. A fully cycled tank that's been established for at least 4 weeks. 2. Clean, stable water conditions with no harmful toxins like ammonia or nitrites. 3. Plants like Java moss for females to retreat to after molting or during birth. 4. Shrimp that are 3 to 6 months old, as this is their prime breeding age. 5. A 3-to-1 female-to-male ratio to reduce stress and increase mating chances. 6. A varied protein-rich diet to support molting and egg production. For example, frozen brine shrimp are a great choice. And 7. Patience. It takes time for shrimp to adjust to their new environment and start reproducing. Red cherry shrimp are a true joy to keep. Their adaptability to various water parameters, hardy nature, easy feeding habits, and prolific breeding make them an excellent choice for shrimp keepers of all levels. With a simple setup and the right conditions, you can watch a small group blossom into a thriving colony, bringing vibrant life and color to your tank. Whether you're a new or experienced shrimp keeper, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below about how long you've had your red cherry shrimp tank for and how it's going. If you're just starting out, be sure to check out the following playlist, as there's always more to discover about these fascinating creatures. And don't forget to subscribe for more shrimp keeping tips and guides. I'm Andy, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I've made shrimp keeping a little easier for you. I'll catch you in the next one.